The health of the Cooper River is being safeguarded. New Jersey environmental officials want to upgrade protections for a 2-mile stretch of the tidal section of the river. If adopted, it would be the first urban river in the state to receive the Category 1 designation. The discovery of the endangered eastern pond mussel in the Cooper has provided the stimulus for state officials to add the new protections.
Overall, these groups of mussels called pearly mussels are actually some of the most critically endangered species on the planet. More than 50%, some estimate as high as 70%, are either threatened or endangered worldwide. And so both here locally in New Jersey, freshwater mussels are in decline, broadly speaking, and then this species in particular has only a few strongholds in terms of its locations where its population is really strong.
Environmentalists, local officials, and community organizations marked the 47th anniversary of the adoption of the Clean Water Act and the upgrade proposal on the banks of the Cooper. The act played a key role in cleaning up this river.
The Cooper was 40% raw sewage, and recreating on the water was next to impossible. The Camden County Municipal Utilities Authority carried out the marching orders set forth in the Clean Water Act, and the Cooper River quickly bounced back. The pollution was reduced by 90%.
Urban Promise, a community education group, works to connect students to the river. Some of the students are guides taking the public on canoe trips on the Cooper.
Some of the reactions are mostly they're surprised because they know the river exists and it's in the back of this big forest that they call big when it's actually a line of trees. But all this is actually beautiful. I never knew that we could paddle on this, that it had such beautiful fish, such beautiful birds, places where you can just observe. Residents living in Camden and Pennsauken have made a commitment to protecting the health of the Cooper River. Organizations such as Camden Power Corps are working to protect the green buffers around this Delaware River tributary.
You're actually all standing at one of our sites that we regularly maintain bi-weekly. So we're a program geared towards also improving the waterways.
This section of the Cooper River is part of a proposal to upgrade protections for more than 740 miles of streams and rivers across New Jersey.
We want DEP to move forward with these protections and to do more, because when we think of the Category 1 program, it was revitalized more than 15 years ago under then Governor McGreevey, and we had literally thousands of miles of waterways that were upgraded that had a 300-foot buffer around them and the protection of no measurable degradation. We need to extend that work that happened more than a decade ago and keep up with the progress of these 749 miles. We also need to be looking at the criteria of how we're protecting waterways.
Species such as the eastern pond mussel and brook trout, and both of the species of endangered sturgeon here using the Cooper River, need these Category 1 protections to stabilize and hopefully restore their populations.
A final decision on the waterway upgrades isn't expected until early next year. The public is being urged to ask the New Jersey DEP to adopt the new protections.
There's no better way to show DEP and our local officials that we support that big investment that we're all making in clean rivers than to go out and take a walk, to take a hike, rent a kayak, go birding. There's no better way to show that we support the Category 1, the C1 streams, than to go out and see one. Let's go out and see one of the Category 1 C1 streams.